Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Talking Privileges. I'm your shut up. I'm your host, Elbigdog or Hayden, as they call me. Up here on my right, right here. This is my other co-host. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
God damn.
They promised Elon Musk, but here I am.
Did you say they promised Elon Musk? Wait, what?
Yeah, not Elon Musk. I am the actual co-host. I'm Tommy.
He's actually taken over the channel now. It's his podcast.
Take over.
Shit, you can have it. I'll sign that off.
All right. Well, now that we've introduced everybody, Dustin, introduce yourself. Go on.
Well, my name is Dustin.
This is a special episode today. Today's a special episode. It's our first guest episode, as you can see, because there's a third camera right here.
Yay!
Yeah. Woo! Stop. Oh my God. Tommy, have you seen this? I'm not. Oh, do the other sound effects. Wait, what? What are you doing? What is it? You can do animations? F.
Make them boys go local.
No fucking way.
I was experimenting with Discord, and I found out you could put sound effects on. So I put like a bunch of sound effects. Dustin, you want to play anymore?
Oh, I guess I can.
Did she say pussy girl?
No. She's living that high life now.
She's also like 7.
No! Wait! Cut it! Everybody hurts.
What is this?
I forgot about that. That was stupid.
Yeah, that's about all the custom ones you put in there.
Yeah, I don't have many. What is that? Hold on, do that again. What is that?
It's my face with the clown nose.
Oh my God, are you growing a mustache, Tommy?
Yeah, I kind of got a beard going.
Yeah,
also, I guess you couldn't see that because I've been like this the whole time.
Yeah,
but
I like it. It kind of gave me Top Gun vibes.
Yeah, I can't get the bits to connect quite.
Oh, dude, I feel that. I had to shave everything because it looked really bad. But now I look really bad without it. It's just like I look like if I just shave the top of my head, I look like the thumbs from Spy Kids.
You look like your brother, but older.
Shut up! Don't say that. Oh my God! Hold on. I have a little story with that. I was when I was a kid, I was looking through not picture books, but like photo albums, and I was like looking at pictures of Disney, and I thought it was Carson at Disney, but it turned out to be me. Which makes sense now because Carson was like 2 and had never gone to Disney. So yeah.
That's wild. You look like your brother? Oh my God. Y'all related.
Especially without the beard. I don't know if Carson is.
Oh man, Carson's growing a mustache. I'll say that.
Oh hell
yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be really sad when he can get facial feature facial hair before I can. But
keep that shit behind a paywall.
Battle pass.
Patreon, you gotta Patreon exclusive. Jesus. All right, so let me introduce you, Tommy. So this is Tommy up here. He's one of my best friends that I've known since like 3rd grade.
We go way back.
We go way back. I almost got rid of him when we went to middle school, but he came back. So
like Lazarus.
Yeah. Came back from the dead. He rose like a god. Yeah, so we go way back, and that's all I had planned. I'll be real with you. I did not plan anything else.
so yeah, we've been friends for a while. It's great to finally be on the podcast exactly like on the upslope of when Hayden's getting like really fucking famous, and
it's really like when he says getting on the upslope, like it's like an old lady in a motorized wheelchair, like just like getting on the edge of the mountain. But yeah, okay, if you say so.
So so I'm on the podcast now. Long time listener, long time fan. I've just met Dustin just now, but it feels like we've been friends forever because I've watched all of the podcast episodes.
Have you really?
Well, I watched all of them except the most recent one that's out at the time of recording. I've watched the first like 10 minutes of that one.
Oh my god,
I listen at work.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Dude, oh my god, are you the third view that I get every time? Because the first two is me. The first two is always me.
But Ed and I haven't talked in probably a couple of months. But again, it feels like I've been keeping up to date on all the things that are happening.
We snap.
Yeah, I send really close up pictures of my face to him every morning at about 8:00.
Yeah,
I look dead inside, and
and I sent him a picture of my junk.
he's getting a big package.
Oh,
wait,
thanks,
can
man.
we start a streak?
I just want to say it's impressive for me. Me and Tommy right now, I think our streak is like over 500 days. I think that's pretty sick.
Let me take a look.
Are you gonna fact check me? Make sure
I am gonna. It's absolutely not over. Oh my god, it is over 500 days. What the hell?
What's the number? That's not showing up at all.
You can't
see the ring.
I saw the ring light. We did it.
It's at 534.
Holy cow. That's insane. We're almost at 2 years, man. 2-year anniversary. You better send a snap to Sabrina real fast, though. I saw that timer. Or does she need to send it to you?
There we
go. Oh my god. I've lost every train of thought that I've had. I don't know where we're at.
One train.
So
oh, I got a snap from Tommy.
So we're recording this on April Fool's Day. There's
true.
a thing that really funny that happened right as we started recording. I was telling you a story. My girlfriend Sabrina was on the floor over there, and so I was in the shower and I came in and she's like, I may have fucked up. So it's April Fool's Day today when we're recording. So I'm like, okay, she's probably trying out a prank. So we recently went to Walmart. I bought the ring light camera. She bought some soda. And she's like, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the water in the water jug in the fridge. I'm going to replace it with like Sprite, but like decarbonated. So it's just like lemon sugar. It's like fancy lemonade or something. So she looked up online, how do you decarbonate soda? And this answer came up, presumably. It said, just put sugar in it. And, Mentos and Coke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happened all over my bedroom floor. Because it's the sugar that reacts with that. I don't know how it works. I'm not a chemist, but something happened and all of the soda ended up on the fucking floor. And I guess it's decarbonated now. But it's
all water.
So my shoes are gonna stick to the floor every time I leave my room for the next couple of weeks.
Oh man!
Looks like you got
prank was she knew that would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do any good pranks today, Dustin?
I didn't really realize it was April Fool's Day until I was at the gym. And I was looking at Instagram and it said that our college had announced they were gonna have a football team or whatever. Like,
That's funny because our football team's undefeated as of right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's better than being like the
Defeated.
they're the Devils are pretty fucking bad.
Oh yeah. I was I was going through some like old stuff in a box, and I found your like little finger thing you gave me for your college.
Oh, nice.
And and Carson's like, yeah. Carson was like, because he was helping me go through my stuff. He's like, so do we keep this? I said, nah. Just kidding.
It's $1. I don't.
But I'm not gonna throw it away. It's a gift. I love the gift. I also found a note from Dustin. Well, from a bunch of people, but Dustin was in it. It was like a birthday card where you said that you forgot to bring the strippers, and then Matt wrote in that the strippers have arrived. I did a little April Fool's prank today on my channel. Oh wait, if you haven't seen it, Dustin, I feel like I shouldn't spoil it for you. No, don't watch it now.
It's like 3 minutes. We can just sit here and stare at it.
It's just like, is it funny? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like this angle.
You're looking buff today too, Dustin, by the way. I just want to say that.
Yeah, it's very tough.
My nice tan line.
Ooh, just like, you want to see my tan line? Oh.
Did I show you my tan line on my face?
No.
I don't think I have it anymore, but I had COVID so I had to wear a mask at work, but I work outside. And this was like the 2 days last week where it was like 90 degrees. It's 80 something, I think. And I got burnt all over my face except for the mask, and I looked like a fucking monkey just because I had this like ring around here. It's just pale.
Weird. I wish I saw that. I wish I recorded that for the podcast.
I have a picture. I'll send it to you later.
Oh yeah, dude. Do. All right. Anybody got any topics before I start talking? Because I rant. We all know it.
Yup.
You guys want to talk about hot steamy men?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to say. I haven't.
That's a new podcast idea.
Hot steamy man.
And a towel and a sauna.
I have a sauna.
Oh, you have a sauna?
Yeah.
I hadn't seeked in there one time, and I was found pretty quickly when we were wee children. But
yeah. That was a podcast idea for us, Dustin. Remember, I said like what we should do is we should do a podcast. Every time I start ranting, you like do the lunk alarm, and I have to turn it up like a degree. By the end of it, it's gonna be like 200. I'm gonna be dying. Yeah, that's a great idea. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm writing that down.
Actually, let's not do it with a towel. Let's just do it naked, but have the camera like up. So
yeah. Well, there's gotta be steam
emoji over the naughty bits.
Yeah. Well, what we could do is steam the bottom like with a fog machine, because then it's hot, steamy man.
We could do that. Yeah. Or we could get those socks that people put their dicks in on film sets or whatever when they do sex scenes. Just wear those.
Oh yeah. Well, I always, every night I have my dick in a sock.
Ew.
So, I do have a question for both of you as previous film students. What is each of your favorite film tricks?
Fuck you.
He likes to Hollywood it though.
I love to Hollywood it. That's my favorite thing in the world. Oh man, like would you say film tricks? You mean like camera, like what we do with?
No, just anything that you would do on a set, like the balloon over the junk thing or the
I see.
I don't know any film tricks. I'm not a.
Man, let me tell you, in my long tenure of being part of any production within the 4 years, I've had a lot of Hollywooding at moments. There was that one time we held the tarp over the car. That was pretty sick. Or the time that we had the leaf blower and we had like mulch and we shot the mulch out of the leaf blower. That was a good Hollywooding it. No, I'm kidding. This is jokes. I don't know, Dustin, you want to go first?
Trying to think. I know there's just a lot of. Sometimes people do dangerous things like hold lights on ladders, and I think you were like, yeah, you were involved with that.
I was pissed about that. I remember that. I was like because I think I just took a producer class or something previously before that summer. We were doing this production for it was like a spoof on a commercial, and we needed a light high up, but we didn't have a stand, so like somebody put on gloves and was just holding a light. Which, if you don't know, lights get freaking hot, like 500. I don't know if that's right, but like they're hundreds of degrees. It's more than 100 for sure. And originally he wasn't even wearing gloves. He was wearing they just got paper towels. They had paper towels and he was holding the light while on top of a ladder. It was the most dangerous thing, and I just remember like not being happy about that. But at the end of the day, it's like I can either walk away and leave this problem to get worse, or I can help out. And I helped out. That was pretty good.
I remember this one time they were trying to
we did get him gloves, yeah.
Like lights, passing it in a car or whatever. So they took these lights and they stuck them on a stand, and then they just kind of spun it in like a rhythm to make it look like you're passing street lights. That was cool.
Was that not the same one with the tarp?
I think it was. We did a lot of weird stuff on that. But that's because they had no budget. So.
Yeah. That was a fun shoot though. I liked it. You know what? I think the coolest trick, and I didn't actually get to be a part of this one, but I think you might have been, Dustin. Was they were following like a car around, weren't they? And so they had people in the back of the car, and they jerry-rigged a camera on the front of one of the cars. So they were driving it with the jerry-rigged camera on the front, while people are following behind with another camera out the window. I think
I was somewhat involved in that. I don't remember how much I did. I don't think I did that much.
I just remember I was the person who was watching all this stuff because I couldn't fit in the car, and then it poured. So I was out there with all this stuff, like getting freaking rained on. But then that pirate ship came by, so that was cool. I think that was that day. That was cool. That was probably the cool thing. I think it's so cool when like you can jerry rig like stuff on the cars and stuff. So it's like a moving object, and like normally like if the I would be too scared to do that, because if the camera fell off, I would be so pissed at myself because that's like thousands of dollars worth of equipment. But because it's somebody else's, I didn't give a shit. Yeah.
So I have another thing. So, you know, as a longtime listener and longtime fan of the show, there was a topic a few episodes ago. What is this, episode 10, 11?
It's like
it was a few episodes ago, where you guys were talking about D&D, and and a supposed problem player, that was, you know, messing.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. There was this dickhead who was just fucking it all up.
Yeah, this clown. So I wanted to set the record straight as a member of these campaigns, and as probably the person who was messing things up.
The dickhead, yeah.
So I've compiled a list of things on my.
He's about to expose me. Goddamn.
So, it first point. Okay, so I was allegedly attempting to.
Oh, no.
I was allegedly attempting to kill the rest of the people in the party.
Yeah.
And this was not because I was trying to mess up your story.
No.
It's because my character was being forced under the threat of death to hunt down the rest of the party or be character killed.
That is true. So, a little explanation because I feel I don't know how much I explained in that episode. I can't remember.
It wasn't a lot. You said I was
Okay.
trying to track down and kill the party.
So
Just to be a fucking dickhead.
we were playing a campaign. It was the first campaign I think we've ever done together. And it was called Monster Hunters. The whole thing is that we would have famous monsters from movies, books, whatever. And they would basically be hunting them down. And Tommy had this awesome idea for a character to be a vampire. The only problem is, I think I could say this, your girlfriend played a vampire hunter. So, but here's the thing, nobody knew he was a vampire except for me because we were the only ones who discussed it. So
yeah, it was kind of closeted.
Yeah, so until I forced him out of the closet during one of my sessions, I forced all the monsters to go crazy, including Tommy. So that kind of put him in a position where everybody wanted to kill him. And then I added this like clan of vampires that he like I was trying to give him like a family, but what I didn't think about was, oh well, crap, this is gonna cause a divide between the two. And so I was trying to then fix that problem. And this is, by the way, if you're a DM, don't do this. I fucked up. I was trying to fix the problem by putting him in situations where no matter what, he was gonna die, but like maybe he'll stick with his friends. And so if he betrayed the vampires, they would want to kill him. But because he's technically already betrayed the other guys, they want to kill him. And I was just like I was thinking in my head, and now when I say it out loud, it doesn't make any sense. But in my head, I was thinking, oh, if we get him to betray the vampires, then the other guys are going to forgive him. But he didn't do that. He doubled down with the vampires, which just took a bad.
And the thing is, I was only part of the vampires because the vampires like magicked me out of a situation that I was in with the team,
Yeah.
and imprisoned me in the basement of their mansion. And we're like, okay, you're one of us now. I was like, so if I betrayed the vampires, what's stopping them from magicking me away again to be executed?
I didn't even think about that. That's true. I had him knocked out. Well, originally it was gonna be Andre's character, but then Andre, I don't know, something happened and Andre was fine. So I was like, crap, I gotta get somebody. So I knocked you out, and like, yeah, it was. There was good things and bad things about the campaign. I've learned my lessons, hopefully. Well, I thought I did, and then we did another campaign that didn't work out because, again, I did the same thing. It's like I want things to fit in a certain way, and I'm like, damn it, that's not what D&D is. Like, I need to figure that out. But anyways, it got to the point where every episode I was trying more and more to push Tommy back into the other group, and Tommy just kept doubling down. And so it got to the point where he got killed in the campaign by the other players.
I got knocked off of a moving carriage,
yeah,
and instantly died because I rolled a natural one.
Here's the funny thing. Yeah, no, no, you didn't instantly die. Remember, like I had you really injured, and you were gonna retreat. But then your girlfriend says, I'm going to go out and stab him and make sure he's dead. And I'm like trying to think of anything to save them. But it was, the rolls are just in her favor and against him. So he died. And then I brought him back. And I think that worked out in the end.
Yeah. On some level it worked out.
It was... I think overall it was fun, but I need to take a back seat. I get too controlling with some things. So, yeah.
That is a great leader into our second point.
Oh God. Oh no.
So the second campaign that we attempted to run, there was. I really don't think what I was trying to do is that bad. I wasn't even trying to kill anyone. You said in the episode that everybody wanted to kill each other at the end of the session, which isn't true. So one of the other player characters, they're this superhero. I forget what they did now, but
it was a
they had this
superhero
kid.
campaign, by the way. I don't know if
it was a
said that.
superhero campaign. So this one character had an asshole kid. I was trying to go up to the top of like Teen Titans Tower, and this kid got on the elevator with me, pressed every button, and then left the elevator. So I was like, man, this kid stinks. So when I figured out like they were like, kind of like related to one of the other characters, I was like, and one of the people that I was gonna have to be around for a while, I was like, I gotta get revenge on this kid. So we got up, we got initiated into the superhero thing. We were left to our own devices, our own rooms in Teen Titan Tower, and I was like, I hatched a plan in my head. I'm gonna pee on this kid's bed.
But just to be clear, this was not apparent to any of us until the moment came. So he's like, I'm gonna go sneak around and like investigate.
I'm gonna go sneak into his room, and then it figures that the kid is still on like the bed in there. I'm like, well, shit! I have to find another bed to pee in. I really have to go.
And I think, I don't know, you had a female character, didn't you?
I forget.
I think it was because he was like, I'm gonna whip it out and then just piss in the bed, and I'm like, whip out what, Tommy? He's like, oh, you're right. I'm gonna squat on the bed. And then I roll to see if the kid thinks that someone's in the other room, like if he hears this, which they do. And then they walk into the room and Tommy's just pissing on the bed in this game.
and then like the AI who's always watching pops up. And then every other superhero walks in and they're just looking at me. And I was like, well, shit. Now what? And then everybody wanted to kill each other, and that's where that session ended. And
and then
that was the last session. I like to think that I was a little bit justified.
I think you were. I think it was just I was trying to control a narrative a little bit, and it just Tommy, you just sometimes.
I was the victim of absolute railroading of the story. I can't just sneak in, pee, and sneak out. Come on.
No, if we ever do another D&D campaign, I'm definitely okay. So here's my solution that I've created for myself. Because I've talked to Carson a lot about this. I'm like, I really want to do another D&D, but this time I think what I'll do is I just won't create a story beforehand. Like, I'll just like kind of have some scenarios in my head, and if you guys like kind of like just how a normal game is, it's like you go into a bar, you say, hey, is there anything going on around here? And it's like, there's some dungeon over there, and you want to go raid it, and then you guys do that, and then if like stuff happens, it builds from there. Otherwise, it's just like a one shot,
Yeah.
I think that would be better because I like to DM. I think the problem is I
think that one shots would be good.
Yeah.
Like I could do a one shot.
Yeah. I would love that.
I am one of my weaknesses as a person is my role playing skills are F tier. I would say if I was on a tier list, I would be F tier.
I don't know. I disagree with that. I think you had some of the best. So Dustin, I apologize. I realize we're talking a lot about D&D, which you don't really know anything about. Or you're not a part of that much, but which we can if you want. But all right.
Talking privileges D&D campaign.
No.
one shot. Oh, come on, man, it'll be fun. Anyways,
Is this the part where oh, never mind.
You want to DM?
No. I want to revoke your talking privileges.
Oh fuck! He knows about that. Shit. Crap.
We can skip past that.
I lost my train of thought.
Choo choo.
Um, you good? You lose something, Tommy? I totally forgot where I was going with this D&D thing. Oh, no, I was just saying that you're actually really good at role playing. I feel like you had like a lot of really good moments, like whenever we did it, and it just is unfortunate that you were playing against the god of this campaign, and the god had a plan, and it needed to come into fruition. Oh man, that just makes me think of that one session, and I hate myself. There was a session that got so ruined. I remember getting so pissed afterwards, and like even during, and I feel so bad because I remember Carson was upset because there was this character, this big bad that I had been building up in our first campaign, and then Carson just kills him instantly. I mean, which like he just got lucky. He just had like nat 20s and just killed him. And so I was like, I got so pissed because I was like, everything was building to this, and I have to come with a new bad guy and a new thing, and I gotta keep going with the story because this was supposed to be the end of this campaign, and at that moment, that's when I realized I might be controlling this a little too much because now he's upset because he thinks he's ruined the campaign. I'm upset because I ruined the campaign by not having fallbacks or like by not letting it just play out, because the whole idea of D&D is just for everybody to have fun and play and have these weird ludicrous adventures that you can't have in real life. But I got too personal with it. That was me.
So it's all good. I just wanted to kind of add some more context to what I feel is slander on a previous episode of this podcast.
I humbly apologize. This is my apology video. I'm so sorry, Tommy, that
Where's the dog?
Where's the dog? What?
Yeah, so start crying. You got to get the dog.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for what I've done.
Jesus, I haven't used this in like a week because this is at my dad's, so I gotta like catch up here. Oh,
that's a good count.
This is gonna be the thumbnail. It's just me going. It is a good calendar. By the way, Tommy gave it to me for Christmas. So thanks, Tommy. I use it almost every day when I'm here.
That's good. I'm really bad at keeping up with the calendar kind of stuff myself. My brother last year got me a Jeopardy calendar where it has like a question. But like there are a couple of times where I let it be for a couple of months.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just catch up.
Today is April. Oh no, it's not April anymore. You know.
it's like, oh hey, it's December 31st. I got a new calendar. Oh, I haven't flipped this since December 31st from last year. Let's just go through all the questions, and then you're like, I got it. And Jeopardy.
Always happen.
All right. That was a good talk.
Yeah.
Privilege.
I'm glad I got that out.
I'm glad you did too.
I am one of the privileged.
He is. Yeah. He is now a privilege. You know what, Tommy? We give you talking privileges. Even though you've been talking this whole time.
I give Dustin talking privileges.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Dustin,
Hayden, you don't get any. Yes.
You got a new boat recently, right, Dustin?
Yeah.
We actually didn't talk about that on the last podcast, which is weird.
Is the last podcast gonna air?
No. Let me just give a little. Well, maybe no. It'll be a Patreon exclusive when we finally get it. There's a couple of things that are Patreon.
I told everybody the story from it though. So.
No, please don't tell. What story? Is it the one where I shit the bed?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, maybe then it will air, but it'll be a shorter episode. Maybe I'll make it.
We could finish it later.
Yeah.
Just like what we were doing. We didn't have that much left because we were there for like an hour at least.
45 minutes. That's
at least an hour.
it says 45 minutes, and then I had to cut out 15 because I don't remember what, but
Because we argued over your mattress size for like 15 minutes.
no, I left that in. No, I don't know. I can't remember what I don't think we were talking. I think it was like troubleshooting or something.
Oh.
Or it was like personal. I can't remember. It was like 2 days ago, and I didn't really care. But anyways, yeah. Are we gonna talk about that? Or are we gonna talk about the boat? Because I don't want to talk about any more of me. I mean, I feel bad for Tommy because I know we just talked about it.
So tell me about this shit. Was it stinky?
It was when
He
I
was
was.
asleep.
It was when I was a child. We were talking about shitting ourselves, and I talked about how when I was like somewhere between 4 and 6, because I wasn't potty trained until I was like 7.
That's intense.
That is intense. There was one night it was storming in my outside, and my parents had left my window open. I was fast asleep, but my parents came in to close the window, and they found that I had shat myself, and not like full on diarrhea, right? And it had seeped out of my underwear and all over the mattress. and I toss and turn while I sleep. So I had basically,
Yes.
yeah, it's gross, and you guys want to know about it. I had basically, this is gross, smeared it all over the bed.
Was it the consistency of like peanut butter, or like, like what is it, more watery?
I would say it would be like if you had peanut butter and then you like took out a dick size like chunk in the middle and then filled that up with water and mixed it. So it's like it was like a really like liquid.
It's like the ones that come unmixed.
Like sometimes how like you fuck up slime, and it's like mostly water, but then there's like. Never mind. I don't want to go anymore.
All the shit's gonna get cut out.
This should
it's already in the last episode.
Gross questions.
So, anyways, yeah, I shat the bed.
That's good.
Yeah. Remember my 5th grade birthday party? Like,
was that the one where I chugged all the Bean Boozled?
No, that was in middle school. That was great. We should talk about that. Hold that topic. No, it was I don't know, there wasn't really anything significant other than the fact that I got the flu that year. And I think it was at that birthday party, and I feel like I gave you all the flu too. I don't know if that rings a bell or not.
I was 10 years old, my man.
I remember everything, Tommy. Come on.
There are some things that I try to purge from my memory.
Yeah, I wish I could purge this. I remember walking out saying I was sick, and I don't know why. I guess I was naked at the time. I think I might have maybe come out of a shower or something, and my dad was like leading me to my room or something, and I guess I just shat on the floor. All I remember.
Are you a fucking dog or something?
Dude, this is like the first time I've ever had No, it was strep throat. I had strep throat. It wasn't the flu. I was so.
Affect your asshole.
No, but I was so dead. Like, cause I remember waking up and I like couldn't breathe. Like, actually, like my dad came in and he was trying to help me anyway, but like I was like gasping for air, cause like my throat was so swollen and like everything was blocked. But yeah, so I guess I was like basically brain dead at that moment. I just shat on the floor.
You're fucking cucumber, dude. You vegetable.
Funny enough, that was the same day. One of my best friends at the time. Do you remember HC?
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
So that was the day that he started hating me for some reason.
He did.
I just yeah. And then my dog also died that day. So it was like and it was like officially my birthday. It was the worst birthday ever. That was so bad. Anyways, but there's this one really great birthday. It's actually we filmed a bowling video, and it's on my channel right now. Still, that was that day. That was that day. It was the day that you made the monstrosity in your mouth. Please tell us what happened, Tommy.
Hayden was really into these things back in the day. You know, it's Bean Boozled. It's like jelly beans, but it's like worse flavors. So it's like some of them are good and some are bad. So you have to like decide, you know, do I really want to eat the dog food one, or like do I take the risk that it's root beer?
Yeah.
Dustin
kind of knows. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So I threw all of that crap out of the window, and I just did all of them at the same time. And supposedly, this might have been what destroyed my sense of smell like irreparably. But my breath was so bad that Hayden and his dad and everyone at that party were like, "You gotta like drink this mouthwash, man. You gotta like swish it around." And I fucking drank it too.
It was like napalm, dude. It was like napalm, man. It was so bad. He chugged the fucking Bean Boozled, and the whole time, like he came near us, and it was like rotten eggs, dog food, and like barf all mixed together.
One of them was toothpaste.
One of them was toothpaste.
Oh, that should have helped.
It didn't. It was so foul. Like it smelled like if you were to open a trash can, like that just had been stacked with as much rotting food as possible, and it just took a whiff. I mean, it was awful. So I was like, Tommy, you can't go in the car with us like this. Like we're gonna die, because it was like being around him was bad. So I gave him this mouthwash. And I'm just like, bro, just chug it. I'll get a new mouthwash.
They didn't have that much mouthwash left. It was if the bottle was like, say the bottle was like this. It was about like up to here. It was about up to there.
I mean, it counts.
I drank it, and
he drank it, and then what we didn't think is that it didn't get rid of the smell, but instead made it worse because it was minty. So he would breathe, and we would get the mint first, which opens up your nostrils. You know what I'm talking about, right? Because mint, like when you take spearmint or whatever, it opens you up.
Yeah.
And then it was like the 1-2 punch, so it opened you up, and then it was just coming with the fucking foulest smell, and we were like gagging. It was so bad. Like I don't know how we survived the rest of that day, Tommy, but it was amazing. It was so awful, but like the funniest shit. It was so great. Oh, that was a good memory.
Yeah. I remember way back in the day. I was on a lot of Hayden's earlier videos. You know, I'm looking at it now 8 years ago, 7 years ago. I remember the short film you did when we were what was that?
Which one?
It's The Assassin.
Oh yeah! That was the first video I ever made.
That's objectively not true.
Well, okay, that was the first like real video. You're right. There's actually a video that says first video ever on my channel. No, yeah, we did a short film called The Assassin. It was just Tommy walks into the room, says, "Who the hell are you?" And then I shoot him with a Nerf gun, and he falls on the ground. And
Andre was in there too, because we filmed that at Andre's old house.
Yeah.
And
Andre,
you had the goggle. Oh wait, is that Andre?
Andre comes at the end. He's like, "Hey, I've come to borrow a cup of sugar."
Oh wait, I'm wearing his glasses. What the hell?
Yeah, I think we wanted you to look nerdy. I think that was that was the thing. My God. It was so stupid. And like when we shot him, he died. We wanted to have the button, because at the time the button that says "that was easy" was really popular. but we didn't have the button, so we had to look up the sound effect on YouTube, and we just put it behind the camera and like just hit play, so you hear us click, and then it's like, that was easy. It was, yeah. We had a lot of fun back then. We did a lot. We had actually, you know, it's funny. We actually had a podcast before this podcast.
It's barely. I wouldn't. It was literally one episode, and it was like 10 minutes long.
It was two.
And
Come on, man.
It was 2 minutes long.
No, it was two. We had 2 episodes.
Okay.
They were like 15.
I don't remember the second one. I think that one, unfortunately, is lost to history.
No, it is. It is officially. I cannot find it, but I can find the first one for sure.
Yeah. So there are some clips on. Hayden had an old channel trailer. It's like, so, what's your favorite color?
And then
What did you say?
I think I said blue.
I said, mine's orange.
That was it. That was the funniest moment. But here's the thing. The way I edited it, I just put pictures in for different things that we were saying. So for most of it, there's just a picture of a t-shirt, a blank t-shirt against a purple background. Because our podcast was called Life is Shirt, which is...
to this day, that the meaning of that eludes me.
No, I found it. I found the meaning. I know what it is because I was looking through old videos and I found it. There's a video where I'm so sorry to Tommy's mom. I was singing Stacy's mom, and I changed it with Tommy's mom, and then I tried to say life is too short at one point, but because I have a speech impediment, I said shirt. And so I said life is short, and I'm like, oh, that's stupid. I meant to say short. And I'm like, that should be a podcast name. And then we made the podcast.
It was meant to be.
Life is short.
Obviously, this one is a lot more successful than the previous one.
We had a group channel back in the day. Remember Something Cool?
Oh, that's still there. It's still on your. I can take a look at that now.
It's not. There's nothing there. I deleted all.
There's
the videos.
nothing video. All the videos is a stretch. There were like 3 videos on there.
Yeah, and there was a lot of issues that we had. So, but that's why I posted those videos because it was supposed to be the group channel. So like Elbigdog was my stuff, and then if I collaborated with other people, I would put it on that. So we had 2 episodes, I think, on there. One which is Lost in Time, one that I have in a vault. And yeah, that's basically it. But basically the video, the first one was just, there was music playing in the back. And it was like, do, 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 do. And he's like, and we're just asking each other questions like, so like, what's your favorite school subject? Whatever. And like, Tommy's like, I really like, I don't know, you probably say, what's that cats thing you like? Warrior Cats?
Those books were bomb.
Everybody seems to like them.
That was the shit back in the day. I used to occasionally that I knew some people, like my brother's friends who were a lot more into it than I was, but I would sometimes go on to Roblox and role play with them on the old Warrior Cat like game that they had on there. I think that one is also lost to time, but it's like meow. And
Dustin, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you gotta get Roblox, man.
I'm not getting Roblox.
You play some Piggy. I'm so.
I think I'm gonna have to sell my computer at some point.
You what?
I said I think I'm gonna have to sell my computer at some point.
Why?
Where am I gonna put it?
On the boat? You mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to find a place. You're gonna have to find a place, bud. Because if we can't, no. Imagine this. This is a video right here. Sea of Thieves on the Sea of Thieves. We'll sail down to the Caribbean where pirates are known to be, and we're gonna sail and play Sea of Thieves while fighting off pirates.
You want to make it more accurate? Let's go to Somalia.
That's a great place for pirates.
I didn't know where pirates were, so I was like,
it's definitely Somalia.
Right,
they used to be around where y'all are, but not anymore.
Yeah,
Now I'm the
They kind
pirate.
of got rid of them.
yeah, poor Blackbeard. Rest in peace.
Too soon, man.
Too
Took him too soon.
Oh man. Okay, I apologize. I just realized talking about the boat for just a second. I started a topic with you about your boat, and then we just completely derailed. Tell us about your boat, dude, because it's really cool, and I feel like we haven't actually talked about it that much.
Well, it is pretty cool. I got a really good deal on it. So I quit my job in the film industry to work at a marina. Yeah, fuck the film industry. So I could get a boat. The idea was I'll get a boat, it'll be cheaper, and I'll have people that know how to do the work. And that's exactly what happened when my bosses called around, found a dude that owed him money, and he said, "Hey, if you sell this kid your boat for like $3,000, we'll just cancel all your debt." Or not all the money he owed, which was great. And I ended up getting a 30.
I didn't know that. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Holy shit.
Dude, oh my god.
30 feet? That's a lot of feet, man.
It
is.
sounds like a lot. It's really not for like living aboard. It's kind of, you can make it work. I'll make it work because it's cheap and it'll be cheaper to live on anyway. But then they cut me deals and all the people there know how to do the work that I want to do, the majority of it and stuff like that. So it's like, in the end, it was a really good move for what I wanted to do. I can't complain. But now I got hella work to do, which is what I'm gonna do after this. I'm gonna go out there and work on it because it has to be ready by June 30th. That's when my lease ends. So it's either that or I'm sleeping on somebody's couch for a while.
I haven't seen an appreciable amount of water in a long, long time.
So Tommy's landlocked, as we all know.
Yeah.
He also lives in a desert.
So Arizona is great this time of year. Phoenix is always in the 70s and sunny until it's not. It's gonna get really hot here soon. But
Do you flush your toilet with sand there?
do I flush my?
Do you have like just a litter box that you shit in? Like, dude, let me tell you, I've been seeing.
I'm gonna show you when you come out here. But there's actually a pile of where our litter goes. I guess we usually use what do you call it? Wood shavings. Usually, that I guess, but like bigger,
Oh, chunks.
Yeah, chunks.
Are you joking? Is this real? I can't tell.
You squat down, you take a poop in it, and then at the end of the week, it's kind of stinky still. So you take it outside and you dump it. We have a corner of our yard that's used for that stuff.
Dude, here's a trick. Cedar wood.
Cedar wood,
because it adds a little bit of a smell to it. I also recommend.
Did you use that when you smeared it all over yourself? Did you use cedar wood? Is that...
Yeah. Actually, no. Actually, believe it or not, I actually used pine cones, because it just gave that evergreen smell. You know what I'm talking about?
That sounds like it would be really painful.
Oh, it was. It was up in my ass for sure. Yeah, but let me tell you, when you take it out, it's like you don't even poopery. You don't even need it, like, because you're fine.
Dude, poopery's banging though. Like, for some reason, every time we go to work, because we use the same bathroom as the people who live in the marina I work in, everybody uses the same bathroom. Someone always blows that bitch up. I'm telling you, it's so bad. And I'm like, no, eating. I'm about to buy poopery so that we can have it in the bathroom. Then someone's gonna steal it.
Dude, like, honestly,
you gotta like attach it to the wall.
Yeah,
with a chain.
Yes.
The thing is, here's the honest part is that will they use it though? Because I've got poopery in like my bathrooms over at my mom's, but like I rarely use it.
I use it when I have guests or something like that. But if it's just me, I don't care. I'll leave
is that why it smelled so good that one time I went into your bathroom?
That's possible. I'd also have not air freshener. What do you call it? Is an air freshener or something. The things you plug to the wall, and it's like right beside the bathroom door. Or you're making a joke.
It's called comedy. You should try it sometime, Dustin.
I think you should look up more about it.
I have a book about comedy actually. I'm about to read.
No, but in actuality, we do use water and like plumbing. And I use
like you had to clarify. You're like, I don't want to give Arizona a bad rap. Like, we actually do use water. We just like we have to like put it in ourselves though, like in a glass.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
You always take 2 glasses in the bathroom. One for you because it's a hot ass bitch, and then one for the toilet, one for the homies. No, yeah, I figured. I didn't think that Arizona was that far away from like any kind of
No,
water.
it's actually been really wet here all winter. They've got the river going for the first time in like 10 years, and
they just they just say like, you know what? It's been pretty wet. Let's just let the river be this year. We won't
Yeah.
stop it. We'll just let it go. That's awesome. That's actually really cool. Tommy has shown me like a bunch of videos and pictures over the years of him living there of like dust storms, which is insane to just think about.
the culture would call them haboobs.
Are you serious?
Actually,
No, that's actually what they're called.
Dead ass.
Yeah, dead ass.
Um,
But yeah, they're really common in the summer
yeah.
because there's, I live in a sand pit. So when it gets really stormy, that blows all the sand around.
It looks like cool and kind of scary from a distance, but then once you're in it, I mean, the pictures you've shown me, it's just kind of like
It's just kind of brown.
it's like a brown fog.
You have to wear glasses or else it's going to get in your eyes, and that's not good for your eyes. You have to wear kind of like a mask. So because they've got a fungus out there, it causes this thing called valley fever.
Oh my God.
And what it is, it's a fungal infection in your lungs that you can get from breathing in the dust. So usually not a great thing to get. I've avoided it.
Did someone say The Last of Us? I actually, it's interesting. When the season finale of The Last of Us came on, the CDC started warning people about a fungus that was happening, and I was like, "Is this a joke or is this real?"
The Last of Us is a documentary.
Yeah, it's just telling our future. Pedro Pascal, man.
Daddy Scout.
Yeah, I watched about every other episode of that show. I've never played The Last of Us, but I thought it was pretty good. I was able to follow it vaguely. I missed a few episodes because other people in the house watch it because I live with some roommates and they watch it sometimes. I'm like, okay. Sometimes I'll go out and join them. But I thought this season, I don't know. I can't comment on it. I thought I enjoyed it.
What about do you watch any do you have HBO?
Someone else does. I don't really usually watch that many shows.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the game is good. So if you ever get a chance to play the game, I would recommend it. It's pretty fun.
I should get the one that's on Steam, huh?
Well, that one's like $50 right now. So
I've also heard it's hot crap.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really bad port, from what I've heard.
I'm glad you told me because I was thinking about buying it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Right.
At least for right now.
Yeah. Okay. I've got some good news. Remember my senior project that I was telling you guys about when I was in college? No, it was
I've seen that on the channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
the projections and stuff.
Yeah, the 360 or something. What do you call it?
Yeah, 360 project. Well, it ended up not being 360, but that was the idea. Well, I was just contacted today by the director for that, and she has got it to have a showing at the Flow Festival.
Yo.
Yeah. So Tommy, if you don't know, the Flow.
I don't.
Well, Tommy, let me tell you, the Flow Festival is a thing in Wilmington where like a bunch of, it's usually like filmmakers or digital artists, stuff like that, but they also have like awesome like real artists. They make things that's kind of, I want to say like, oh man, like nature-esque. Man, how do I explain this? I'm trying to think how.
Kind of like hippie shit?
A little bit, yeah. Like they'll have like areas where they might be doing some sort of play, but the play is like like it's like people who have ribbons and they're doing the flow of water, or like there's this one dude who was making art of like the ocean or of a forest or whatever. I think it's usually water related because it's flow. But they had like they were making paintings of um, from like recycled materials and stuff like that, like plastic bottles and stuff like that. But they would do it live, so they would have a camera pointed down as they're like cutting up bottles, place them down, and they would project it on the side of a wall, and like a bunch of other things like sculptures that like represent like water, animals, or whatever. But because our project deals so much with like water and movement of water and like even like fish and nature and stuff like that, they said, oh yeah, this would be great to feature in here. And so they've given us this spot, and it's like it looks, so from the outside it's kind of like I don't know if a canopy is the right word, but it's it kind of looks like, oh my god, what do you call them? It's like, it looks like a house, but if it had no walls and no roof, but it had like the structures for it. And then,
Oh yeah, there's like a canopy or like a tarp or something.
yeah, and then like usually they have vines like growing off of it or something. So like if you go to like a vineyard or something, sometimes they have it where like, oh man, it's like, I wish I could explain better, but I don't know.
Talking like a gazebo.
Kind of, yeah. It just doesn't have like a roof to it. It's like instead of a roof, it's just like little, like, you know what? Here, let me see if I can find the picture. I'll show it to you. That's a TikTok. Here it is.
No, that's interesting.
Can you see that, Dustin?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So the idea is, she's gonna be putting like fabric, like screens, on the for the walls and that, and then people are gonna enter, and there'll be projectors shooting from the outside towards it. So while you're in it, you feel like you're in this, like in the water with all the fish that are gonna be circling around you, and like the little drops of paint and stuff coming down. So it's gonna be really cool, like experience. And I'm happy for her. I really don't have my hands on it anymore. It's not mine, it's hers. But I'm gonna try to come down there and support that if I can make that work.
Yo.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's fucking solid.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. You know, just out here being all filmmakery and stuff. Wish I had a job, but
you won't come ask for one.
I'm not going to ask them for a job. I don't want to work there. Look,
yeah, it'd be real shitty if you got a job at the movie studios, wouldn't it?
At this point, I'm just going to go to the movie theater and ask for a job. Because you know how much... oh my God. I just saw how much a ticket costs yesterday. I've been paying this for the last couple times I've been going to the movies, but I thought I was paying for 3D like tickets or something. Because the last couple movies I went to, I saw Avatar in 3D and I saw Titanic in 3D in theaters. And so I figured I was paying like $14. I just figured that was the rate for like an IMAX or whatever because it's a special event. But I went to go. This is the stupidest thing. I said no to this. Me and Carson were gonna go see Shazam because we heard how bad it is, and we were like, "Oh, let's go see how bad this is." And I went on, and $12.55 for one ticket. That's insane. That's an insane amount of money for one ticket. And I'm like, is this 3D? No, man. And like, I'm looking at other theaters and they're about the same, except there's this one other theater, but it's like $10. But I'm like, that's so much money. I'm like, $8 is like as far as I'll go for a ticket. Like
$5 Tuesdays, baby.
That's what I'm saying. There are $5 Tuesdays. How can we go from $5 to freaking 12? That's crazy. Oh man. But the problem is I don't have any $5 Tuesdays anymore, so.
Rip.
Dustin, your talking privileges have been revoked.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you for watching Talking Privileges.
Thanks for watching. I want to say real quick, thank you so much, Tommy, for doing this. I really appreciate it, and this has been awesome. Like, really, it has. Tommy said it himself in the beginning, but we actually haven't really talked that much recently because he's got a full-time job and I don't. So I don't know what my excuse is, but.
So when's the next Big vlog coming out?
Tommy, your talking privileges have been revoked. Well, thank you anyways for coming. Thank you all for watching sure. Talking Privileges. See you in the next one. Stay privileged. All right.